Hi, how's it going? I may have just ear raped you because I got really close to the mic, and I'm trying to be quiet. Today's video is gonna be about something that was announced today, well, as of recording it today, and it was Cloak, and I honestly am very torn on it. I'm proud that Jack and Mark are doing something. I'm proud that they are being more intuitive and making a business, but I honestly think it was kind of unnecessary. And at the time of recording this video, the hoodies are $80. $80. $80 is a lot of money for a hoodie. And honestly, it's not the best thing that has ever existed. It's kind of the same problem with a lot of other YouTubers that branch off and make other, like clothing brands that aren't merch. It just usually is just overpriced, and I don't know why. It's not the best clothing that has ever existed ever. And you guys want to put out a high quality product, but no matter the freaking high qualityness of your product, it should not be overpriced. I don't care if you made it out of freaking gold. You better give me back what it is actually worth. If it's made with good fabric or something like that, cool. Whatever. That's okay. That's fine. But I'm not going to pay $80 for a hoodie. I wasn't really interested in the clothing brand in general, and I heard that Jack really wanted to do something with clothing and clothing line, and then we got the PMA things, and I don't know if he's given up on that. What's happened with that? What, were you supposed to do something with PMA stuff? I mean, you did, but are you still doing things with it? Because I'm more interested in PMA stuff. I'd rather wear PMA stuff than Cloak stuff. And I like how they're trying to be formal with this, but it feels like there's going to be some kind of disconnect. I mean, so far they've been pretty active on the social media. Whoever manages it, pretty good at managing it. And I feel like they're very interactive. But there is a gap of criticism. I see a bunch of people on the tweet talking about, on one of their first tweets, talking about how it's just it's not reasonable. And the whole decision in general really makes me feel like Jack is just, well, at least Jack, because I watch Jack more, he's just going off in the wrong direction. He's trying to be bigger and better and try to do more and more things. And I feel like he's just drifting away from his audience. It seems so weird. It's just all became a company. It's not really like it used to be. And it's okay if you want to push yourself and do things. It's fine. The tour, good decision. PMA stuff was cool. But I still think that PMA shouldn't be in its own clothing line and should be a part of the merch. And then once you have another clothing line that you are working with, Cloak, you have two clothing lines. And obviously, one of them are probably going to get neglected. And then you have your fans in YouTube. I don't think you should be managing way too much of the stuff. I feel like you're becoming too intuitive. You are becoming very independent. Well, not independent. You're becoming more about business and less about your quote-unquote career. I don't want to be mean about that, but YouTube, it ain't much of a career. It's your job, kinda. You make a living off of it. I feel like if you're doing that, you're drifting way, way, way apart from it. I knew you from playing video games and having a very fun, happy attitude. and being energetic and just talking to people. But I don't want to know you as somebody who owns a clothing line. A guy who has too much power. A guy who is just a businessman. Someone who makes clothes. That's not what I want to know you as. And it's cool to branch off into your own projects. And that is extremely fine, but when your projects are out of reason or too ambitious or too overpriced, it's just not a very good decision. You shouldn't price a hoodie for $80. That's a lot of money. And I'm pretty sure the price will decrease, but you guys being an independent company, that is not going to be the biggest company. You obviously have to keep the prices high, and I see that, but you don't have to price something at $80. I would even go as far as to say the PMA merch is overpriced as well. I mean, that's my personal opinion, but it's way more reason than having a hoodie for $80. I don't care how comfy it is. I don't care what it's made out of. I don't care how durable it is. I'm not going to buy it personally. I don't like the aesthetic, but anybody can like the aesthetic. But even if they like the aesthetic, no, do not sell something for $80. This is something that's very weird. I rarely ever get mad at people like Jack and Mark, but I'm pretty mad at this right now. It's hard being disappointed in someone you look up to. Being disappointed in someone that has great potential but has just wasted it and made it too commercial and messed with it and just made it something that it shouldn't be. And I honestly wasn't really expecting that when they said, oh yeah, we got something cool to announce tomorrow. I was expecting something fun. That included the community more. That was great. But no, we got something that was mediocre but big. It was big. It's a big thing to start a whole company. But it's mediocre in the sense that you disappointed us. I see what you're going for, but I don't like how you're overpricing things. And I feel like this is going to cause further drift away from the fans, and this is something that is inevitable with people that try to commercialize. Just freaking wrap up your whole community, package it, and sell it back to yourself or something. Just packaging your channel and just selling it to them. It's kind of bad to me. And many people think, oh yeah, it could be just to support them or something. You know, YouTube ad revenue is not the best, but seriously, that's still unreasonable. You got thousands of people buying $80 hoodies. Some people were like, oh yeah, I pre-ordered it, but I'm really confused. Most of your fans can't afford this. First of all, you got a lot of kid fans who sure as heck are not going to get their freaking parents to give them a freaking thing. Like a freaking $80 hoodie. Two, you got the other side of adults who have to pay their bills and do things. And they just want to buy some clothing. But no, not $80. Just not $80. Not $80. And I think the t-shirt is, I don't know. I don't know what the t-shirt is because I didn't go to the website. I wasn't looking forward to buying any of it. But $80 for a hoodie, it's probably very dang expensive for a t-shirt as well. And I don't know if it's in Jack and Mark's hand. But I'll tell you this. They came up with it, and it's a bit too far for me. You're being very intuitive. It feels weird. I don't really want to associate with that. It's obviously just a weird thing. Well, obviously, what am I saying? It's very weird. I don't understand why this needs to be made. I mean, you have PMA, Mark can start his own brand or something. But even if you focus on this Cloak being so popular, then everything else is gonna just fade away. I don't know what your main priority is anymore. Do you want to focus on the people? Ooh, that voice crack. Oh, God. Do you want to focus on the people that have built your channel? The people that are sitting right there? Or do you want to focus on making yourself bigger? I would love to support you with any project. But when you don't execute it well, and you forget about the interest of the people, I will not support that project. But for me, I'm a ride or die. I'll support you, as long as you're not a bad person. I don't think you're a bad person, but I don't think you made the best decision. So, I will not be buying Cloak. And I won't be supporting the project. I followed the social medias, but I'm gonna unfollow them because when I honestly heard about how expensive it is, I just don't want to associate with it. Honestly, I would like to promote anything that you do, no matter what it is, but I don't necessarily have to support it. I'm not proud of you. I'm disappointed. Why? Why is a 13-year-old disappointed in someone they should look up to? I'm just a little kid over here, being disappointed because their idol did not make the best decision. And everything feels so weird. It feels so alien to me. Even the video that I saw, it's just so alien. It feels so weird to see somebody who I saw as an independent person, somebody who would interact with fans, somebody who would just sit and talk to you, become this kind of mechanic machine. It almost feels like that. It doesn't feel right, and it's super weird, and I don't know why. This is not gonna be edited. It's just gonna be a long thing of me talking. You're probably not gonna watch to this part, but if you did, thank you. Leave a like, comment that you love me, and then you'll give me my kids back. I want them back. Why did you take them away from me? I didn't do anything. I want my kids back. I'm sorry if there's any excess noise in the background. I'm at my dad's house and it's only like one floor, so you can hear everything. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Goodbye.